This chart tracks a significant shift in the AI landscape over the last 12 months. ChatGPT's market share is eroding, falling from over 85% to roughly 65% as teams migrate towards Gemini, Claude, and DeepSeek. The release of the GPT 5.4 series marked a transition for OpenAI, moving ChatGPT from a general-purpose chatbot towards a specialized reasoning engine. It prioritizes complex logic, but it now competes in a market that has fractured into highly specific verticals. This forces a choice for tech leaders. ChatGPT remains a versatile generalist, but for high-value tasks, specialized alternatives often provide a higher return on investment. Paying up to $200 a month for a premium tier to access agentic features carries a risk. If those tools do not integrate into your existing software stack, the efficiency gains remain theoretical. We are going to deconstruct ChatGPT against the current field to map out where the premium pricing delivers and where experts are finding better results elsewhere. Software development has shifted toward models designed for autonomous execution within the terminal. Claude Code, for example, functions as an agent that can write, test, and debug code across entire repositories. It removes the need for the user to manually move snippets between the chat interface and their local environment. This comparison matrix shows the current divide. While Claude leads in functional coding accuracy, GPT 5.4 maintains a lead in pure logic. It achieved a 100% score on AIME 2025 math problems. However, the 5 series models use a sterile output tone. Compared to legacy GPT 4o, responses feel formal and less adaptable for creative work. Given these metrics, development teams are increasingly moving to Claude for software production, while researchers focused on math and science continue to rely on ChatGPT. In an enterprise environment, ChatGPT operates as a standalone application. Utilizing it for internal work requires the user to manually upload files and provide context for every new session. Microsoft Copilot bypasses this friction by pulling contextual data directly from the Microsoft Graph for Office 365 users. This integration allows Copilot to draft documents in Word, analyze data in Excel, and summarize Teams meetings using the organization's existing data as the foundation. Google Gemini 2.5 Pro offers a similar advantage for organizations running on Google Workspace. Gemini's 1 million token context window allows it to process dozens of video files, vast datasets, or entire codebases natively within the Google Drive ecosystem. ChatGPT attempts to fill this gap with deep research, which generates comprehensive, multi-page reports by synthesizing dozens of web sources. These reports are detailed, but they lack the native export features found in Gemini and Copilot. There is no one-click path to move those findings into Word or Google Docs for collaborative editing. For daily tasks inside a company workspace, native AI tools are significantly more efficient. ChatGPT is best reserved for isolated research that does not require direct ecosystem integration. The 2026 market presents a wide cost spectrum for businesses building on top of these models. Prices range from free open-source weights to $200 a month individual subscriptions. This quadrant chart shows DeepSeek v3.2, providing high reasoning at the bottom of the cost curve. OpenAI markets its $200 tier as an unlimited gateway to autonomous agents and Sora 2 video generation. In testing, agent mode fails to justify the expense. It is slow, encounters navigation errors, and often takes longer than completing the task manually. Sora 2 also requires multiple generations and extensive prompt adjustments to produce video free of visual artifacts. For teams scaling on a budget, DeepSeek is the more efficient choice for infrastructure. At its current performance level, the $200 ChatGPT Pro tier functions more as an experimental preview than a reliable business tool. Finally, for research that requires verification, Perplexity AI provides citation-backed answers that reduce the risk of hallucinations inherent in general chatbots. To build your 2026 stack, follow your objective. To scale high reasoning tasks at lowest cost, utilize DeepSeek. For data security, stick with Copilot or Gemini. For software development, Claude 4.6 provides the best agentic environment. For versatile multimodal reasoning, ChatGPT Plus remains the standard. It offers the best overall combination of memory and complex reasoning for individual power users who don't need a specialized niche tool. The market has moved past the era of a single AI solving every problem. Leadership in 2026 means building a best-in-breed stack tailored to your specific technical and business requirements.